Victoria Hanscomb, editor of Security Journal Americas, and I'm here in New Orleans for GSX 2025, speaking with Simon Morgan, Chief Product Officer of SureView. So, Simon, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, great to speak with you here at GSX.
Yeah.
So what is the most exciting part of being here at this show?
Oh, well, I think it's the beignets, isn't it, in New Orleans? But it's great to it's great to be here in person. Any kind of in-person event's really good. Being able to see partners, customers, new prospects, and understanding what people are doing in their operation, what technologies they're looking forward to leveraging. I mean, it's just always valuable to have those in-person meetings.
Absolutely. And can you also just tell me a little bit about the solutions that you provide to the industry?
Sure. We specialize in software for security operations centers. So we have 3 modules for that. We have what we call Response, which is a single pane of glass for handling real-time alarms and events that come into a command center. We then have a second module called Field Operations. So I need to connect to the guys in the field that might help me in that response. So we have a mobile app so we can track where they are and they can easily communicate back and forth to the SOC. And then at the conclusion of that event, often you might need to do an investigation. So we have a flexible platform called Cases that people can build their own workflows so they can go through and do an investigation, a follow-up, collect information about the incident so they can do it through the full life cycle of an event.
Fantastic, thank you. So what is it about SureView that makes it stand out in the market? What makes it unique?
Well, I think we've been in the business for a long time. So we've been in this space for 20 plus years. So we've seen lots of different deployments. Customers use our software in a variety of different ways. We also have, we've been lucky enough to get some really great customers to work with that are both either very large national or global companies, and having to build a product to that type of scale, I think, is one thing that makes us quite unique. We've also invested very heavily in making our software as a SaaS now, so people can sign up and they can easily get started. They can start small, grow into it, scale out a lot easier, and that allows them to automate that IT side of things that can slow down projects, trying to get servers and virtual machines and all of those type of stuff. So they can just focus on the operational part of what do I need to do when an alarm comes in. I need to follow an action plan. I need my operators to do certain things. So that's an area that we think we've worked really hard to try and make that easier for customers to get started, and then roll their program out as they grow.
Yeah, amazing. So what kind of industries or markets are you expanding or growing into at the moment?
Yeah, we're not a single vertical product. So we service lots of different verticals. So we service people in media and technology and manufacturing. There's a couple of sectors that we are doing really well in recently. We've got a couple of really good customers in finance, and there's some unique workflows that those kind of organizations have and that they're trying to leverage new technology in. Critical infrastructure is another one. So we're talking about not just power generation and those that have a lot of compliance reasons for having a security operations center, but also it's oil and gas, and it's even data centers you can put into a critical infrastructure type of environment. They're locked down, and that's a very big growing space. And all of these sectors have greater security pressure on them, those compliance reasons, and they're also all organizations that tend to be growing and acquiring other organizations. So they're growing, so they're trying to handle that scale as they grow.
So what's next on the horizon for SureView?
Well, we've just launched our new AI-powered virtual operator. And really what this is about is an assistant that can help operators responding to alarms and events in the security operations center. So one of the challenges they have is if you're in a security operations center and you've got 2 or 3 people on staff and suddenly you get a flood of alarms in, you can't ring up Jim at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, can you come in and help us out? So what we did is we developed a virtual operator powered by AI that can triage those events as they come in. They can look at the alarms, they can follow a standard operating procedure. They can even analyze the video, the alarm clips and live video. And then based on some guidelines that you give to this virtual operator, just like training your own staff, you can say, hey, when this happens, then I want you to escalate this event so my team can make a decision about that. Or if you don't see anyone and it doesn't look like there's a threat, maybe de-escalate it, or even potentially auto-process that so it doesn't even come to the operator. So it's our first major foray into leveraging AI. We think it's a really good way to do it from an operational perspective so that they can get immediate value and start to be able to do more with less. So that's where we're focusing a lot of our attention going into next year.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Simon. It's been great to speak with you.
Thank you so much.